to win a pair of Ricky Skaggs tickets. We'll be doing that draw later on in tonight's
Hello from Seaman Stadium in Okotoks. It's Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the action between the Swift Current Indians and the Okotoks Dawgs, another full-line ag baseball webcast. The Swift Current Indians have traversed the bald prairie today and are looking to get that much closer to playoff spot here at the foothills in the Canadian Rockies as the Tribe, a record of 12-26 on the year, taking on the Okotoks Dawgs, 23-15. The Dawgs, second place in the WNBL Alberta division, still very much feeling like they have a shot at the first place Lethbridge Bulls, and the Swift Current Indians, currently 3 games back of that final playoff spot, that final wildcard spot in the WNBL. We're glad that you could join us. The Swift Current Indians starting lineup is going to be Darren Cope. He'll be playing left field for the Tribe. Justin Esquera hits second. He will be playing third base. Jose Rojas is at short, hitting third. Taylor Steen, the catcher, hitting fourth. Drew Brooks at second base hits fifth. Nate Ackerman, right fielder, some power at sixth in the lineup. Kevin Charnecki will play first base and hit seventh. Kevin Betancourt will DH and hit eighth. And Tyler Enns in center field will hit ninth. Swift Current Indians starting pitcher, they're going to go with Winnipeg's Nelson Quark from Chandler Gilbert University. 10 appearances, 7 of them starts. He leads the Tribe in starts this year. 35.2 innings pitched. He's allowed 33 hits, 24 earned runs. He struck out 22 and walked 16 along the way. Quark has a record of 2-3 and an ERA of 6.05. On the other side, the Okotoks Dawgs, if they have an ace on their staff, you could certainly say that it would be Chris Horvath, a pitcher from Windsor, Ontario, Wayne State University. 8 appearances, 6 of them starts, 39 innings of work. He's allowed 30 hits, only 8 runs. He struck out 26 and walked 10. He's 3-0 on the year with a 1.84 ERA. Runs do not come easily against Chris Horvath, starting pitcher for the Okotoks Dawgs. The Swift Current Indians certainly not out after winning 2 in a row in Melville, taking both ends of that doubleheader. They certainly feel like they have momentum on their side, and they are most definitely looking to get back in the win column here as they trail the Moose Jaw Miller Express by 3 games for that wild card spot. If the playoffs were to start tomorrow, the Lethbridge Bulls, Okotoks Dawgs, and Medicine Mavericks would be 1-2-3 in the Alberta division. In the Saskatchewan division, it would be Weyburn, Regina, and Yorkton 1-2-3. And the 2 wild card spots are the next 2 highest ranked teams, the teams with the most wins. And that would be the Edmonton Prospects and the Moose Jaw Miller Express, who both sit 4th in their respective divisions. Right now on the outside looking in, the Melville Millionaires, who are a half game back of Moose Jaw for that final wildcard spot. And the Swift Current Indians right now, as we mentioned, 3 games back of the Moose Jaw Miller Express for that aforementioned wildcard spot. Okotoks Dawgs going through their starting lineup. Chris Horvath makes his way out. He's the starting pitcher. And we will pause for O Canada.
Joined by members of the High River Baptist Church as they sing the national anthem.
Singing O Canada and a couple thousand accompanists here in Okotoks. Outstanding community support as per usual, just south of Calgary. Here at the base of the Canadian Rockies, where the Swift Current Indians, after a day of looking out the window and not having too much scenery, now have to see mountains, or now get to see mountains for the first time this year. Promotional first pitch shenanigans will take us for the first toss of the ball game here. For the Okotoks Dawgs, it'll be Chris Horvath on the mound, throwing to Logan Trowbridge. Brendan Hendricks is at first, Brian Sisler at second. Shortstop for the Dawgs is Ellis Kelly, third baseman Adam Towley. In left field, you got Brendan Rose. Straightaway center is Alex Gudak, and Daniel Fredrickson will play right field for the Okotoks Dawgs. Swift Current Indians batting order, Koch, Esquera, and Rojas due up for the Tribe. Swift Current Indians, it was the long ball that paid the bills for them in their last 2 wins against the Melville Millionaires in Melville, as the Swift Current Indians hitting 4 home runs in 2 games, 2 of them off the bat of Jose Rojas.
Awesome, let's go, Dawgs.
Jose Rojas leading the Swift Current Indians with a .354 average. He also leads them in home runs with 5 of them now, and 15 RBI on the season as well for the native of Anaheim, California. He'll hit third in the Tribe batting order. Darren Koch will come to the plate shortly. Koch, a .311 hitter, 4 home runs and 20 RBIs. He was one of the players that homered in Melville when the Tribe took both ends of that doubleheader at Perry Field. So the Tribe on a 2-game win streak after that double dip. 2-game win in Melville. And they'll look to extend that here, but that's a tall task against the Okotoks Dawgs, who have been tough to beat all year, and they're playing for first place in the WNBL Alberta division, 6 games back of the Lethbridge Bulls. It may seem like an insurmountable task, but the Okotoks Dawgs focused on first place. Dawgs and Swift Current Indians, 2 of the most storied franchises in the Western Major Baseball League, as these 2 teams have accounted for 10, or in the last 10 years, have accounted for 6 of the last 10 WNBL championships. Swift Current Indians winning in 05, 06, and 2010. Okotoks Dawgs, 3-peat winners in 7, 8, 9. Regina Red Sox also had a repeat in there. Melville Millionaires and Medicine Mavericks have each had 1 win in the past decade as well, hoisting the Harry Hallis Memorial Trophy. So this is the first time these teams have ever met at Seaman Stadium with so much between them in the standings, but don't tell the players that this game doesn't mean something. While things have never heated up too much on the field per se, there's always been a very quiet rivalry between the Swift Current Indians and the Okotoks Dawgs. Both teams will have had this game circled on their calendars, a good measuring stick for where they're at as we get closer and closer to the postseason. Swift Current Indians fighting for their postseason lives. Okotoks Dawgs trying to raise another regular season banner. Darren Koch getting set to lead off for the Tribe. 7:10 start. Only 5 extra minutes of promotional shenanigans to get us going, which is all right for Okotoks. So Darren Koch steps in, 4 home runs on the year. 2 of them, as we've mentioned throughout our webcast, have been on the first pitch of baseball games, as Horvath fires inside, and that just misses the plate. 1-0 count to Koch. Koch has only struck out 7 times this year. He fouls one off towards the Okotoks Dawgs dugout area. That'll even the count out at 1-1. Right-handed pitcher against a lefty hitter. As Horvath, right-hander from Windsor, Ontario. Into his windup. Koch with a shot to center field. Gudak chasing. And that will be over his head as Darren Koch gallops to second base. And a 1-1 pitch smacked to center field for a double. And Darren Koch puts the Swift Current Indians' best foot forward with a leadoff double to instantly put a runner in scoring position for Justin Esquera.
Third baseman, number 13, Justin Esquera.
Esquera hitting .216 on the year. He's got a couple RBI. This is his 10th game as a member of the Swift Current Indians. One of the players that Joe Carnahan brought in just prior to the roster finalization deadline. First pitch to Esquera, fastball right across the plate. And it's an 0-1 count. A leadoff double by Darren Koch has him in scoring position. Horvath looks in and gets the signal from Trowbridge. Has a look at Koch, curveball, and that just paints the outside corner. And now Horvath ahead of Esquera, 0-2 the count. Jose Rojas Swift Current Indians' hottest offensive player is on deck for the Tribe. 2 home runs since coming back from injury was Rojas. 0-2 pitch to Esquerra. Righty on righty here. Slider that bent away. And a good job blocking that pitch in the dirt by Trowbridge, keeping Darren Koch at bay at second base. Koch has 12 stolen bases on the year to lead the Swift Current Indians in that stat, 12 for 16. One-two pitch. Just missing low. And Esquerra holding off on that pitch that didn't miss by much at all. So top of the first, scoreless. Runner on at second for the Tribe. Nobody out. Justin Esquerra representing the number 2 hitter in the Tribe order. There's that slider again by Horvath, and that bends outside. 3-2 pitch. And a good at-bat for Justin Esquerra. He was close to getting rung up, but held off on a pitch that just missed low. And Esquerra's going to step out of the batter's box and ponder whether to spin solve or buy a vowel for the 3-2 pitch from Horvath. Horvath only 8 runs against in 39 innings of work. 1.84 ERA. 3-2 pitch. Esquerra, ground ball up the middle. That will head into the outfield. Darren Koch being sent home. Nope, brakes are on as the throw comes in from Gudak in center field. And that will put runners on the corners after back-to-back base hits by the Swift Current Indians here in the top of the first inning. And the Tribe right where they want to be with runners on the corners and the dangerous bat of Jose Rojas at the plate.
Number 11, Jose Rojas.
Jose Rojas, if you talk to his teammates, they'll all tell you this guy is such a good hitter. Out of Anaheim, California, Vanguard University. Runners on the corners and nobody out. Okotoks Dawgs in a bit of a jam early. Strike one called to Rojas. That pitch right around the knees inside and gets the inside portion of the plate. Horvath, right-handed pitcher, pitching to a lefty hitter. 0-1. Jose fouls one off. That will head towards the seats. And the count 0-2 to Rojas. Taylor Steen on deck, playing his 5th game of 2015 with the Swift Current Indians. Steen hitting .333, 5 hits and 15 at-bats. He'll hit next. Count 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Rojas chases after the always seductive high fastball. And it'll be 1 down. Rojas only the 8th time this year that he struck out. Typically a contact hitter, but not this time. Several thousand fans on hand here in Okotoks, which is always the case. Okotoks located just a few minutes south of Calgary. So the Dawgs also draw from a market of more than 1 million people. A great community sport locally for this Dawgs team as well. They have this palatial Seaman Stadium that they've played out of since 2007. They used to be the Calgary Dawgs. The Dawgs left the league after winning a championship in 2004, returned in 2006, returned in 2007, won the WNBL title in 7-8-9 as this stadium was being constructed. However, nothing doing for the Dawgs since 2009 in terms of championships. And that's got to disappoint some within this organization. Okotoks Dawgs with a gold medal or nothing mentality in their organization. Taylor Steen at the plate, 1-1 the count. Now 1-2 with a pitch inside. Runners on the corners and 1 out. Back-to-back hits for the Swift Current Indians. Koch had a double. Justin Esquerra had a single. those are the runners on the corners right now. Jose Rojas struck out moments ago, and now Taylor Steen will try and cash in Darren Koch and potentially more. Count 1 and 2, though, as Chris Horvath got out of a jam against Jose Rojas. Pitch is up. And behind the plate, Logan Trowbridge was perhaps anticipating some movement from Justin Esquera to scurry to second on the 1-2. Esquera, no stolen bases as of yet. As a member of the Tribe. Steen gets a piece of that baseball, but that's foul down the third base line. Count will remain 2-2 to Steener, who will be behind the plate for the Swift Current Indians. The Tribe have utilized him as a catcher and as a first baseman. So Steen will catch tonight. Kevin Betancourt will be in the lineup. He'll DH for the Swift Current Indians. And as per usual, we're very happy that you could join us on our baseball webcast, brought to you by Full Line Ag in Swift Current. Swift Current implement dealer. And we thank them for their support as Taylor Steen gets a piece of that baseball, hits it to right field. Koch tags up, and he'll scurry home. It'll be a sac fly RBI for Steen. And the Tribe have struck first. Darren Koch, after a double to get this baseball game going, advances to third on a single by Esquera. And Taylor Steen drills him home via the sac fly RBI. Nothing Daniel Fredrickson in right field could do about that one, as it was put plenty deep. And now Drew Brooks to the plate with 2 out, and the Swift Current Indians up on the Okotoks Dawgs, 1-0. And a good start by the Swift Current Indians, getting 2 men on, sac fly RBI, and getting 1 across the plate. And Drew Brooks looking for more. Count 0-1 to Drew. Brooks 248 on the year, 4 home runs, 18 RBI. Nothing in 1 the count with 2 away. Brooks checks the swing. And strike 2 to Drew. Brooks from San Antonio, Texas. As the sun disappears behind the mountains to the west. Ground ball by Brooks, that'll be foul. Count remains 0-2. Staying put at first is Justin Esquera.
Video production, creative writing.
Trust Snowstreaker to tell your stories in ways that will get everyone's attention. If you're looking for an edge on the competition, make Snowstreaker your secret weapon. Visit snowstreaker.com to learn more.
Drew Brooks grounded out to end the top of the first for the Swift Current Indians. Tribe did put 1 on the board, as Taylor Steen sac fly RBI to right field to score Darren Koch. Daniel Fredrickson leading off now for the Okotoks Dawgs against Nelson Quirk. Quirk on the year, 7 starts to lead the Swift Current Indians, 35.2 innings of work, 33 hits allowed, 24 earned runs against. He struck out 22 and walked 16. He's 2-3, 6.05 ERA. Fredrickson hitting .384 on the year, and he'll improve that number with a single up the middle to get the offensive ball rolling for the Okotoks Dawgs here in the bottom of the first. Alex Gudak will be up next. He's a .273 hitter. Gudak against Winnipeg native Nelson Quirk. Quirk saw a little bit of work in Medicine Hat. His last start was that 15-12 gong show of a game between the Tribe and the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Quirk left that game favoring his shoulder. First pitch is a fastball up to Gudak. One-0 pitch. And 2-0 the count. First to second with Ackerman in the corner of the ballpark. Brian Sisler up now, second baseman. Brendan Henricks is on deck. Quirk first pitch, low and away, 1-0. Nate Ackerman caught that ball in the corner of the ballpark. And Fredrickson tagging up, going from first to second, but the throw was on target, and Jose Rojas was waiting for him. So now 2 out. And the Swift Current Indians on both sides of the ball couldn't have asked for a better start than that. Getting a run in the first and surrendering a hit, but promptly erasing that runner with a 9-6 double play. Slider from Quirk just misses, righty on righty. And that pitch stayed inside. 2-1 the count. Two-one from Nelson. Fastball this time. That'll leave things out at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, two away. Steen lines up off the plate. Fastball from Quirk just a bit up. Count will be 3-2. Brian Sisler at the plate. .372 hitter. As that baseball's fouled off the screen. Sisler, 3 home runs, 27 ribbies on the year. Nobody on for him right now. Three-two pitch from Quirk. There's a shot to Jose Rojas. One hopper in the glove over to first for the 6-3 out, and that'll do it for the Okotoks Dawgs. 1 inning in the books. So far, so good for the Swift Current Indians. It's a ballpark that's historically quite difficult to win in. With the Tribe, after one complete, 1-0 lead. We're back shortly with more Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
The Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
Excel Bus Lines. Almost done everything they need to do for the Swift Current Indians in the regular season. Tribe, after this 2-game set in Okotoks, will head back to Swift, where they will play their next 4 at home, and then only 2 more road games after that in Regina and Moose Jaw. So just a couple of short little jaunts for the Tribe. Swift Current with a 1-0 lead. And the ominous lumber of Nate Ackerman makes his way to the plate. 6'3", 215. Ackerman, big arms, a big swing. As the younger guys on the team say, he's jacked. Ackerman, the right fielder for the Tribe. He's played every game this year for the Swift Current Indians. It's game number 38 for him. 5 home runs, 19 RBI on the year. All part of a .322 average. Chris Horvath, right-handed pitcher for the Okotoks Dawgs, induces a foul ball as Ackerman drills that towards the Tribe dugout. 1-1 the count. Ackerman now hitting 6th in the Swift Current Indians batting order. Ground ball and another foul ball. Count 1-2 to Ackerman. Kevin Charnecki on deck, and we'll also see Kevin Betancourt this inning. Tribe in Okotoks. First trip to Seaman Stadium of the year. As Nate Ackerman will go down swinging. That ball dropped by Trowbridge, but they'll get the throw to first. Back-to-back strikeouts for Horvath. He's got 3 tonight. And Kevin Charnecki making his way to the plate. Charnecki hitting .243. He ended the month of June hitting below the Mendoza line. Charnecki, a sub-200 hitter. The month of July's gone better for him. 2 homers, 12 RBI. First pitch to Charnecki, strike 1. Outside corner painted as we go righty on lefty. Didn't miss by much inside, but count is 1-1. Swift Current Indians with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. Darren Koch doubled to lead off the game. And a few hitters later was scored via the sac fly RBI and Taylor Steen as Kevin Charnecki will slice one the opposite way, and that'll be a single for the Swift Current Indians first baseman, native of Edmonton. Which is just probably under a 3-hour drive away from here. Kevin Betancourt now, KB designated hitter, hitting .211 on the year, 3 RBI. So Charnecki with a 1-out single to put himself at first base. Now looks to Kevin Betancourt to advance him. Charnecki on the year, 6 stolen bases. Signals come in from Coach Joe Carnahan. Kevin Betancourt struck out 3 times this year, so you got a runner and a contact hitter. Betancourt's power numbers won't blow anyone away, but there's a shot. Blocked by the shortstop. The throw to second is late, and Betancourt, infield single for him. And the Swift Current Indians continue to chip away at these Okotoks Dawgs. 1 down. Second inning. 2 on. And Tyler Enns at the plate. Enns hitting .234 on the year. He's got a home run and 12 RBI. He's walked 19 times, the second most of any member of the Swift Current Indians. Top of the order on deck for the Swift Current Indians in Darren Koch. As Chris Horvath steps off the rubber and looks Kevin Charnecki back to second base. Horvath looks Charnecki. Breaking ball, falls out of the strike zone. Enns doesn't swing, and count is 1-0 to the native of Winnipeg. 3rd year in the WNBL for Tyler Enns. That pitch is going to get away from Trowbridge, and runners will advance to second and third. And the Okotoks Dawgs showing a little bit of frustration. You could see Trowbridge, after that ball got past him, he slammed his mask down in frustration, knowing the implications of what just happened. And when you get late in the season, the team that makes the fewest mistakes always seems to win. And right now, Swift Current Indians in the driver's seat. 1-0 they lead it. 1 out. 2 in scoring position for Tyler Enns. Enns will get a piece of that baseball and redirect it into the paraphernalia of Trowbridge. Making the count 2-1. Chris Horvath looks in. 2-1 pitch to Enns. Slider that drops low. And Horvath, we've seen a fastball slider curve, but having some trouble locating that here in the at bat with Tyler Entz. 3-1 the count with one down. First and third base with their toes on the infield grass, wanting to keep anything in front of them as Entz sliced down the third base line. Three and two count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Only one down with 2 on for the Swift Current Indians. 3-2 pitch, and Entz goes down swinging. Okotoks Dawgs, that was a big strikeout, but they are not out of the woods yet by any means. As Darren Kolk, who's 1 for 1 with a double. Second at bat already for Darren Kolk as the Tribe turn the order over. And the top of the second here. 2-1. Kevin Charnecki at third. Kevin Betancourt at second. Charnecki singled. Betancourt with an infield single. Darren Kolk tops the baseball. And 0-1, the count to the Swift Current Indians left fielder. Kolk on the year, 311, 20 RBI. That's the team lead. He has the potential for 2 more here. Right-handed pitcher Horvath against a lefty Kolk. Kolk swings. 0-2 the count. So 2 strikes against Kolk with 2 down. This could be a big momentum shifter. The Dawgs haven't had a lot to rally on yet early in this one. Momentum on the side of the Tribe. Kolk fights that pitch off and fouls the high fastball over top of Seaman Stadium. And count remains 0-2 to Darren Kolk. Kolk will battle here. The senior from Lewis and Clark State. Championship with that program, NAIA. 0-2 pitch, 2 down. Horvath to Kolk. Ground ball. Fielded by the second baseman who gets the 4-3, and the Okotoks Dawgs out of the woods this time around against the Tribe, as Brian Sisler made no mistake on that 2-hopper. So Kolk will ground out to second. The Swift Current Indians will strand 2. We will head to the bottom of the second inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. We'll be back shortly with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Home Inn & Suites Swift Current is proud to be the official host hotel for the Swift Current Indians Ball Club. Home Inn & Suites Swift Current offers great amenities such as modern rooms, a continental breakfast, fitness center, water slide, and meeting rooms, all at a great low price. Home Inn & Suites is part of the growing home hotel brand. Make your reservation today by calling 306-778-7788 or by reserving online at homeinsc.ca.
Many of us take our ability to communicate for granted, yet the ability to hear and be heard is much more vital to our everyday lives than we realize. If you or someone you know is struggling, please call The Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment with our clinical audiologist, Karen Woods. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Nelson Quark gets set for his second inning of work against the Okotoks Dawgs. Dawgs are going to go Brendan Hendricks, Dane Toftland, and Logan Trowbridge. Hendricks from the University of San Francisco, .352 hitter on the year. Okotoks Dawgs with a team batting average of .294. Offense pays the bills in Okotoks. How long can the Swift Current Indians keep these big bats at bay? 1-0 they lead it. Of course, the Swift Current Indians have been seeing the ball well over the past few games. 0-1 the count. Now 1-1. Hendricks, first baseman, 2 dingers, 25 RBI this year. second on the team to Sizzler. Ground ball hit foul down the first base line. One and two the count. Nelson Cork trying to take care of Hendricks. Hendricks from not too far away from here in Cochrane, Alberta. Fouls one towards the grassy berm area here in Okotoks. Count remains 1 and 2. 1-2 pitch. Another baseball sliced foul. So with count 1 and 2, Nelson Cork, righty on lefty matchup. We'll look for something again to eliminate Hendricks. And Hendricks again swings from a defensive stance. And again fouls that ball off. 1 and 2. Count remains. Bottom of the second inning, the Swift Current Indians thus far out hitting the Okotoks Dawgs 4-1. And outscoring them up till now 1-0. This is Brendan Hendricks leading off for the Dawgs, bottom of 2. 1-2 pitch. 2 and 2 now as Cork goes inside just below the knees. The Okotoks crowd has always been a 10th man for this team, and they're willing their hitter on, but not this time. As Nelson Cork, a slider is what ends up eliminating Hendricks as he was way out in front of it. And that'll be the first strikeout of the game for the Winnipeg native.
From Indiana State University, the designated hitter, number 14, Dane Toftland.
Dane Toftland, DH. Hitting .369 on the year. This will be the 28th game that he's played in. 24 hits and 65 at-bats. 3 dingers, 7 RBI on the year. So Toftland, 1 out. Nelson Cork pitches low and away. Okotoks Dawgs with a record of 23-15 coming into this game, 5.5 back of first place Lethbridge in the WNBL Alberta division. Swift Current Indians are scrapping for their playoff lives as they trail the Moose Jaw Miller Express for that final playoff spot. 3 games back of the 16 and 24 Miller Express, the Tribe 12 and 26. So Swift with games at hand against Moose Jaw. As the Okotoks Dawgs continue to buy what Nelson Cork is selling as Toftland takes a big hack and his bat snaps impotently into the vacant air. 2-1 with 1 down. Cork delivers. Low and away, 3-1. And Toftland, local product from right here in Okotoks, 6'2", 190. Awaits the 3-1 from Cork. It was a high fastball, and Toftland got underneath it. Jose Rojas parks himself underneath and will make the catch, and that'll be 2 away. Toftland just missing on a 3-1 pitch. And Logan Trowbridge, the catcher now. Trowbridge, 346 average. This is his 12th game of the year. So that 346 is 9 hits and 26 at-bats. No shortage of offense here in the foothills. Slider bends low. 1-0 count. Dawgs trailing 1-0, bottom of 2. Two-0 count. Ground. And that will just get past a diving Drew Brooks. And the Okotoks Dawgs with their second hit of the ball game. It's a single by Logan Trowbridge.
Batting seventh from Dome College, the third baseman, number 21, Adam Tooley.
Adam Tooley now, the third baseman. Toohey, a .273 hitter. And Toohey, it's only the 5th game he's played this year with the Okotoks Dawgs. Still getting his feet wet at the plate. Hitting 7th in their order. Brendan Rose is on deck. Rose hits .306. 2 down here. 1-0 lead for the Tribe. Bottom of the 2nd. Runner in motion. Steen, his throw is way off target. And that's going to allow the runner to scamper to third base. As Logan Trowbridge stole second. That pitch was low and away to Taylor Steen, and he popped up. And the throw was off the base and careened into center field. So 2 bags swiped when they were looking for just 1 by the Okotoks Dawgs. And now Trowbridge finds himself at third base with Toohey at the plate. 1-1 is the count to this hitter at the plate. Tying run represented by Trowbridge at third. One pitch. Just low. Two-one pitch, outside. Steen goes off the plate, drops to his knees, keeps that baseball in front of him. 3-1 the count to Toohey. Left, as we mentioned, on deck. Rose hits .306. Toohey at the plate right now, limited action, a .273 hitter. Fouls that off of Steen. Toohey on the year. This is only his 12th at bat. 3 for 11 coming into this exchange with Nelson Quark. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the 2nd, 1-0. The Swift Current Indians lead it, but the tying run for the Okotoks Dawgs, represented by Logan Trowbridge at third base, singling and stealing a couple. 3-2 pitch. And Toohey painfully fouls that ball off of himself. And he's going to do a lap around the batter's box to walk that ball off. Toohey is the number 7 spot in the Dawgs batting order. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Nelson Quark, another payoff pitch coming, the 3-2. In the dirt. Toohey takes a walk. Brendan Rose with runners on the corners.
I walk to first base in the short drive to Okotoks Eye Care, your sunglass destination, the foothills. The Good Eye fan of the game receives a lens cleaning kit. From the University of British Columbia, the left
See Dave Robb coaching third base for the Okotoks Dawgs. Head coach of the Calgary Dawgs when they won the league title in 2004. And a big part of baseball here in Okotoks as he sends in signals to all of his runners and Brendan Rose at the plate. So the Okotoks Dawgs threatening here in the bottom of 2. The Tribe lead 1-0, but the tying run not far away. Ground ball, though, hit to Jose Rojas. He'll step on second, and that's enough of that. Brendan Rose grounds out to short. The Dawgs strand a couple. 2 complete innings in the books. And it is the Swift Current Indians with a 1-0 lead. Top of the 3rd coming up when we return with Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. It's summer cruising time, and Living Sky Casino would like to help fill your tank by giving away $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday in July. Swipe your Players Club card daily throughout July for chances to win $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday at 8 p.m. You must be present to win, so take a trip to Living Sky Casino to fill your tank.
Live it up. The old saying goes,
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
well, in this digital age, it's not what you know or who you know, but who knows you. If you're in business and want to be noticed, get in touch with Snowstreaker Media.
Websites, social media, video production, creative writing.
Trust Snowstreaker to tell your stories in ways that will get everyone's attention. If you're looking for an edge on the competition, make Snowstreaker your secret weapon. Visit snowstreaker.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. It's Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the action between the Okotoks Dawgs and the Swift Current Indians. In Okotoks, 1-0, the Indians lead it. Top of the third inning coming up. For the Tribe, it'll be Esquera, Rojas, Steen, 2-3-4 in their order. Darren Koch had a double to get the ball game going and was brought home via the sac fly RBI from Taylor Steen a few hitters later. That's how the Tribe have that 1-0 lead. A palatial ballpark, a couple thousand passionate fans, and a darn good baseball team are the opposition for the Swift Current Indians. This isn't an easy place to get a W. But the Tribe right now have got a good performance from Nelson Quark. They've played well defensively. They got themselves into a little bit of trouble in the second inning, but then got out of it, no harm done. 1-0 is the score. Top of the third inning. Esquera, 1 for 1 this game, the native of San Diego, Siena College in New York. And strike one to Esquera. Chris Horvath, starting pitcher for the Dawgs, has allowed 4 hits thus far. It's going right after Esquera, 0-2 the count. Pitch just misses the outside corner from Horvath. 1-2 the count to Esquera. Pitch to Esquera inside, and that'll even things out at 2-2. Elsewhere in the WNBL, Melville Millionaires beating the Medicine Mavericks 3-2 earlier today in the first end of a doubleheader. Lethbridge Bulls leading the Regina Red Sox 5-4. That's only in the top of the second. Going nuts offensively in Lethbridge. And the Edmonton Prospects trailing the Weyburn Beavers 1-0 in Weyburn. So that's not good news for the Swift Current Indians, as a game that started at 6:05 between the Melville Millionaires and the Medicine Mavericks goes to Melville. And those two teams will be getting underway for the second game of that double dip in just a little bit here. Ground ball by Esquera. That's grabbed by the shortstop. He's got to hulk that ball across, and what a play made by Brian Sizzler. Pardon me. That's the Dawgs shortstop, Ellis Kelly. Credit where credit's due to Kelly. Backhand, turned his body around, and that's a big league play by Kelly to take care of Justin Esquera. Esquera thought he had one in the 5-6 gap, but Kelly, showing good range, deprives him of a hit, and Esquera will ground out to the shortstop. Jose Rojas at the plate right now. Jose's a smart hitter. He struck out the last time he was up, so he'll have learned something from then, and he bloops one into right field, and that'll be a single for Jose. As he hit that ball, just in that Goldilocks realm of just right. Too far for both the second baseman and right fielder. Single for Rojas. Steen at the plate. So the Melville Millionaires now have a record of 15-23. And that puts them 3.5 ahead of the Swift Current Indians. Tribe with a 1-0 lead here, though. It's been a good start for the Swift Current Indians here in Okotoks. Making Horvath throw a lot of pitches. We're in the 3rd inning, and he's already approaching 50 on the night. Jose Rojas leads off at first. Inside to Steen. Good job by the catcher Trowbridge to grab that pitch inside. Count 2-0. Rojas leads off at first. 2-0 pitch to Steen. And again inside. 3-0 the count. Steen will hold off on the 3-0 and make Horvath throw him a strike here. Drew Brooks hitting .246 on the year, on deck for the Tribe. Pitch is inside to Steen, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk to the Tribe catcher. And that will induce a mound visit here, as in the top of the 3rd inning, a 1-out walk issued. So Jose Rojas, a bloop single to right field. And Taylor Steen, a walk, have forced this conference call by the Okotoks Dawgs. No action in the Dawgs bullpen as of yet.
Second baseman, number 4, Drew Brooks.
Swift Current Indians bullpen. I don't know if we can get a good camera shot of it, just given the angles that we have here. All seated neatly along the bench down in left field. We'll tweet a picture of it in a bit. Swift Current Indians bullpen, there's 6 of them on a bench that looks like it should seat about 4. Runner in motion, Jose Rojas scampers to 3rd and puts himself in scoring position. And the count 1-1 to Brooks. And runners on the corners for the Tribe. And the Swift Current Indians credit their offense and defense. They've done a good job of taking this passionate Okotoks crowd out of the game. Count 1-2. As per usual, a couple thousand strong came into this game full of P&V, solidly behind their team, but the Swift Current Indians have put the brakes on that momentum. 1-2 the count. Horvath has a look at Steen at first. Delivers a 1-2 to Brooks, who fouls that towards the Dawgs dugout. So count is 1-2 with 1 down here. Brooks fouls another baseball off. So 1-2. That pitch is up as the Dawgs, perhaps anticipating Taylor Steen to be in motion.
Everybody here get some drinks? That's the carpet arm.
Pitch to Brooks just misses, and it'll be a full count now to Drew. Brooks has walked a team leading 21 times this year. Patience beyond his years at the plate. 3-2 pitch coming up. A walk loads the bases with runners on at first and third. Drew Brooks skies one foul. So count remains 3-2. Three-two pitch to Brooks. And Brooks fights off another pitch from Horvath as the Tribe continue to run up the pitch count on this Okotoks Dawgs right-hander. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike three. Brooks sure made Horvath work for it, though. Two down, runners on the corners. And the Dawgs not out of the woods yet by any means, as they now have to deal with Nate Ackerman.
Number 15, Nate Ackerman.
Pitch in the dirt. Good job by Trowbridge to block that. Runners on the corner. Steen feigns a steal to second as Ackerman drills one towards the grassy berm area in Okotoks. Dawgs in their bullpen, warming up lefty Austin Guzon from Oceanside, California, Corbin University. He's playing some catch in the bullpen as Ackerman swings and misses at a 1-1. Pitch gets away from Trowbridge, and Steen is going to be caught between first and second. Dawgs keeping an eye on Jose Rojas at third, and Rojas coming home, and he'll be tagged out at the plate as the Swift Current Indians try and backdoor Rojas at third base. And that'll do it for Swift, as they'll leave Taylor Steen stranded. Tribe trying to get tricky with their base running, trying to keep the infielders preoccupied with Taylor Steen between first and second, but Jose Rojas thrown out at home. Bottom of third coming up, 1-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. We're back shortly with Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball.
The Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians. Home in
9-1-2 to up for the Okotoks Dawgs, Ellis Kelly. .221 hitter on the year, 16 RBI. Kelly already has a highlight reel play on defense for the Dawgs. Leading off here, bottom of the third inning, 1-0. The Swift Current Indians lead it here on Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. Pitch is just up from Cork. And the count 2-0 to Kelly. Daniel Fredrickson at the top of the order on deck for Okotoks. .3-0 count now to Kelly. Kelly will lay back and get the Winnipeg native Nelson Cork to throw him a strike here. Kelly ready to take a walk. But the home plate umpire says not so fast, Eager McBeaver. Back to the box with you. 3-1 the count. Cork delivers. Kelly. There's a shot that's going to go foul, but will anyone get to it? Nope, just out of the reach of Nate Ackerman. So 3-2 is the count. Kelly going the distance with Nelson Cork, bottom of the third inning, leadoff hitter. 1-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. They've out-hit the Dawgs 5-2. Kelly ground ball hit to a scare at third. He does a great job negotiating that hop and then throwing one right at Charnecki. And a great play by a scare at third. A short hop that he dealt with real nice. So Daniel Fredrickson, 1-for-1 with a single. Slider from Cork. 1-0 count. Alex Gudak is on deck. 1-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. Shot by Fredrickson, hit to Tyler Enns in center field. And Tyler Enns just moving a little bit to his right to make that catch. Dawgs fans excited with that ball right off the bat head, but Tyler Enns disappointing. The couple thousand here in Okotoks. Pitch inside, 1-0. Alex Gudak flew out to Nate Ackerman, his last trip to the plate. Gudak, last time he was up, hit a fly ball to Nate Ackerman, and then Daniel Fredrickson, who was at first, tried to tag up and scurry to second, but was thrown out. It was a 9-6 double play. Strike one called, 2-1 the count. As Cork, 2-1 pitch, just a little bit out. Cork, a righty-on-righty matchup, trying to work that outside corner. He was close. Swung on and missed. Strike two as Gudak chases after the high petrol. Count 3-2. That pitch is in the dirt, and it will be a walk for Gudak. Brian Sisler, who grounded out to short his last time up, now to the plate. He's the number 3 hitter, second time through the order for the Okotoks Dawgs. Bottom of the third inning. Tribe with a 1-0 lead. 2 out here in the bottom of the third. Strike one called. Sisler thinking about that pitch. Cork going right back after him. Elsewhere in the WNBL, runner in motion. We'll tell you about elsewhere shortly as Gudak tries to swipe second, but fouled into the screen by Sisler. Earlier today, bad news for the Swift Current Indians as the Melville Millionaires beat the Medicine Mavericks. Game number 1 of that doubleheader. Game number 2 is starting shortly. Lethbridge Bulls with a 6-4 lead on the Regina Red Sox. The Tribe will take that news and enjoy it. Tribe also, if they could, wouldn't mind chasing down the Edmonton Prospects for a wild card spot, but the Prospects with a 4-1 lead on the Weyburn Beavers in Weyburn. That's in the bottom of the 4th inning. And they're getting underway shortly in Melville for game number 2 of that doubleheader. Melville with their 15th win of the season, putting them 3 games ahead of the Swift Current Indians. Swift Current Indians have to leapfrog 2 teams to qualify for a wild card spot, Melville and Moose Jaw. So if you're a Tribe fan and you're scoreboard watching, root for Melville and Moose Jaw to lose. Moose Jaw with 3 days off. They played this weekend. Their last game was a 7-2 win against the Okotoks Dawgs. That was on Sunday. They don't play again until Thursday as Cork's slider is going to get away from them and wind up in the lower back of Sisler. And now 2 on.
First baseman for the University of
2 outs.
San Francisco, number 36, Brendan Hendricks.
So Cork with 2 away is issued a walk and then hitting Sisler with a pitch. Brendan Hendricks to the plate now, 0 for 1, striking out. So the Indians with a 1-0 lead. Hendricks, the cleanup hitter for the Dawgs, at the plate now as Cork steps off the rubber. Hendricks, a .352 hitter, 2 home runs on the year, 25 RBI. With runners on at first and second to work with. Hits from the left side of the plate against a right-handed pitching Nelson Cork. Cork in the dirt to Steen. 1-0 count. It's got to give a pitcher so much more confidence knowing that you have a guy like Taylor Steen behind the plate, taking nothing away from anyone else who's caught this year for the Swift Current Indians, but Steen's such a good defensive catcher, works really well with the pitchers, calls a good game. 1-0 pitch, and just getting a very small piece of that ball was Hendricks. Count 1-1. Dawgs fans trying to clap Hendricks onto first here. (1-1). Hendricks thought about it. Ball blocked by Steen. And you see Taylor Steen just dropping to one knee, keeping that ball in front of him, not letting anything get past him to the backstop, and not allowing runners to advance. Count is 2-1. Bottom of the third. 1-0 Tribe lead. 2 away here. Fouled off. You can hear Hendricks groan as soon as he got a piece of that ball. So Hendricks wanting that last pitch. We'll see what adjustment he makes here with the count 2-2. Ground ball hit to Jose Rojas. Rojas throw over to first is in time. And that'll do it for the Okotoks Dawgs. Another inning in the books. Another inning of keeping the Dawgs bats at bay. 3 we're through. And a 1-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. Top of 4 on the way. We'll be back with more Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Home Inn and Suites Swift Current is proud to be the official host hotel for the Swift Current Indians Ball Club. Home Inn and Suites Swift Current offers great amenities such as modern rooms, a continental breakfast, fitness center, water slide, and meeting rooms, all at a great low price. Home Inn and Suites is part of the growing home hotel brand. Make your reservation today by calling 306-778-7788 or by reserving online at homeinsc.ca.
Many of us take our ability to communicate for granted, yet the ability to hear and be heard is much more vital to our everyday lives than we realize. If you or someone you know is struggling, please call The Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment with our clinical audiologist, Karen Woods. The Hearing Place. We focus on our clients.
Hello?
Tell us to build the call to the bullpen. Your attention, please. Now, ladies and
Chris
gentlemen,
Horvath exits this game,
from Corbin University,
giving the Okotoks Dawgs 3 innings, allowing 5 hits. 1 run was earned. He walked 1 and struck out 4.
The Dogs did just make a pitching change.
So a new pitcher for the Okotoks Dawgs.
No, 9. What were you thinking when they made that pitching change?
I just need to know what changed.
That's perfect, because I do happen to have one here courtesy of our friends at Fountain Tire. Congratulations.
Austin Guzan comes in for the Dawgs. He's a lefty. Well, I was expecting more work out of Chris Horvath. But Austin Guzan comes in. This will be his 6th appearance of the year. He's got 3 starts, 13 2/3 innings work. He's been hit off 14 times, 8 earned runs against. He struck out 11 and walked out 5. He's 0-1 on the year. ERA of 5.26. He's got the Tim Lincecum circa 2000 there.
right fielder, number 15, Nate Ackerman.
And he's got Nate Ackerman to deal with here. First hitter that he'll face this game. And we'll see what the lefty has in store for what's been a potent Swift Current Indians lineup over the past 3 games. Tribe with 5 hits thus far and a 1-0 lead. 4 home runs in 2 games against the Melville Millionaires this past weekend. So the Swift Current Indians, as we get late in the season, starting to see the ball that much better. And catcher Logan Trowbridge is going to go have a quick chat with Anthony Guzan. One and one the count to Nate. Austin Guzan from Oceanside, California. Ground ball by Ackerman, and that will be a solid single as he pounds it into right field. Nate now 1 for 2.
First baseman, number 9, Kevin Charnecki.
Kevin Charnecki 1 for 1 this game, 250 on the year now. Nate Ackerman at first. First pitch to Charnecki, lefty on lefty. That'll just miss. Joe Carnahan sends in signals. Count 1-1.
Charnecki saying that hit me in the upper body. And Joe Carnahan's going to appeal to the home plate umpire. Charnecki insisting that one hit him. The home plate umpire thought it went off the bat. Charnecki saying it got me in the shoulder. And the umpires are going to have a conference call here. Charnecki was willing to show him the mark on his upper bicep. And the umpires having a discussion right now, debating whether or not Charnecki will be awarded first base. And negatory, says the men in black. So count will be 1-2. Nobody out. Nate Ackerman at first. 1-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. Top of the fourth inning. Austin Guzon coming on in relief for the Okotoks Dawgs after a very abbreviated night for the Dawgs staff, Chris Horvath. So it's a 1-2 count. Pitch in the dirt, blocked. Ackerman gallops to second base. Stands up. And now with nobody out, the Tribe with another runner in scoring position. Charnecki represents the number 7 spot in Swift's batting order. Kevin Betancourt, the DH, is on deck. And that'll be a called strike 3 as Kevin Charnecki. Not a fun at bat for him, as he claims he was hit by a pitch and then subsequently strikes out. First out of the top of the fourth. So KB to the plate. Swift Current Indians 1-0 lead, trying to expand on it against the offensively explosive Okotoks Dawgs. Nelson Quark and Tribe pitching have kept the Dawgs off the boards. Ellis Kelly on the run over to first. And Kevin Betancourt is retired for the second out. However, through that, Nate Ackerman did advance to third. And now Tyler Enns, who struck out his last time up, to the plate. A lefty hitter against a righty pitcher.
Fielder, number 24, Tyler Enns.
Austin Guzon, his first inning of work.
Allowed Nate Ackerman a single. 2 outs since then. First pitch to Enns, who's hitting .232. Finds the strike zone. Breaking pitch stays up. 1-1. Top of the order on deck for the Tribe and Darren Kolk. 1-1 pitch. Trying to paint the outside corner against Enns is Guzon. Count is 2-1. Fastball this time stays low. Hitter's count, if you will. 3-1. Guzon delivers. And Enns will draw a walk in 5 pitches. So Tyler Enns, walk number 20 on the year for him. And it's the top of the order and Darren Kolk at the plate for the Tribe. And if the Swift Current Indians want to expand on that 1-0 lead, and I'm sure they do, they're in a good spot to do so. Top of the order, Darren Kolk, 1 for 2 with a double. .314 average on the year now for Kolk. He's going to show bunt with 2 away. And a good job blocking that by Trowbridge. Runners stay put. Ball one called. Pitch in the dirt. That's going to get away from the catcher, and scurrying in to score is Ackerman. 2-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. And the Dawgs come close to throwing the ball away and allowing another run to come in, as advancing to third through that is Taylor Steen. And the boisterous Okotoks crowd has fallen silent. Oh, as Tyler Enns scurries to third. Not Taylor Steen. Those two look too much alike. And it's going to be an error charge to the catcher, as that pitch jumped over top of Trowbridge behind the plate. He was unable to corral it, and coming in to score was Nate Ackerman. Strike one called to Darren Koch. It's a 2-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians now. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Guzon induces a fly ball. Underneath that, in right field, is Fredrickson. Tribe strand one, but score one as Koch flies out to right. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. Bottom of the fourth coming up when we return with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball. It's summer cruising time, and Living Sky Casino would like to help fill your tank by giving away $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday in July. Swipe your Players Club card daily throughout July for chances to win $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday at 8 p.m. You must be present to win, so take a trip to Living Sky Casino to fill your tank. Live it up. Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Live it up. The old saying goes,
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
well, in this digital age, it's not what you know or who you know, but who knows you. If you're in business and want to be noticed, get in touch with Snowstreaker Media.
Websites, social media, video production, creative writing.
Trust Snowstreaker to tell your stories in ways that will get everyone's attention. If you're looking for an edge on the competition, make Snowstreaker your secret weapon. Visit snowstreaker.com to learn more.
The designated hitter from Indiana State University, Dave Conklin.
So Okotoks Dawgs, Dane Toftland to the plate. 2-0 lead now for the Swift Current Indians. Nelson Quark and the Tribe defense, kudos to them, keeping a potent offense at bay as the Dawgs. .294 team batting average on the season. The foundation of this team is built on hits, stolen bases, and scoring a lot of runs. Baseball will hop over top of Taylor Steen, no runners on. 2-0 count, Nelson Quark entering his fourth inning of work with a little bit of run support. 2-0 lead for the Tribe. Swift Current Indians on the strength of 6 hits. They've limited the Dawgs to just 2 base hits. High fly ball, Taylor Steen is under it. And in relaxed fashion, he'll make the catch. And that'll do it for Toftland. He'll fly out to the catcher in foul territory. Catcher Logan Trowbridge to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Trowbridge was assessed an E2 that allowed the Swift Current Indians to score their second run, as he was behind the plate when a pitch got past him. So Trowbridge will look to make amends with the lumber. And Nelson Quark delivers a fastball about chin height, 1-0 count with 1 down.
1-0. Quirk just misses that outside corner. 2-0. Righty on righty here. 2-0 pitch. Fouled off. Two-one pitch. And the Okotoks Dawgs and Logan Trowbridge is going to make Nelson Quirk throw more at him. Quirk just hit 60 pitches here in the bottom of the fourth. Quirk pitching to Taylor Steen, Kevin Charnecki at first, Drew Brooks at second. Jose Rojas is the shortstop, Justin Esquera at third. Left field, Darren Koch. Center field, Tyler Enns. Right field, Nate Ackerman. Enns and Ackerman have started every game in center and right field, respectively. Ackerman's played every inning of every game this year for the Swift Current Indians. Enns has just missed a few innings. He was substituted for a few weeks back in Medicine Hat. Opposite field shot. Foul. Hit towards the Arcandia Outdoor Training Center here in Okotoks. Do a little scoreboard watching because that's what we do at this time of year. The Melville Millionaires not doing the Tribe any favors with a 3-2 win over the Medicine Hat Mavericks earlier today. Game number 1, as that is just going to be out of the reach of Taylor Steen, catcher. Regina Red Sox and Lethbridge Bulls tied at 6 in Lethbridge. That game only in the bottom of the fourth. The Swift Current Indians actually met up with Regina today in Medicine Hat. Tribe was driving here. Regina was driving to Lethbridge. They both made the same lunch stop. Not a lot of words issued between the two teams, though, from what I hear. Edmonton Prospects have a 4-2 lead on the Weyburn Beavers. That's also bad news for the Tribe as Edmonton holds down one of those wild card spots. Fly ball by Trowbridge, hit to Tyler Enns in center field. That's routine for him. He can do that all day. As Trowbridge flies out to center. Tribe with a 2-0 lead here on the Okotoks Dawgs and the Melville Millionaires in the top of the second, leading the Medicine Hat Mavericks 2-1 in the second end of that doubleheader. So again, Moose Jaw, they are off until Thursday night. We see Spencer, the Okotoks Dawgs mascot, trying to will his team on. So 2 away, Trowbridge flies out to center field. Adam Toohey to the plate. He walked the last time he faced Nelson Quirk and the Swift Current Indians. Toohey, ground ball to Jose Rojas in the glove, over to first. And that'll do it for the Okotoks Dawgs. With every inning that the Tribe throw up zeros against the Dawgs, you can see them getting just a little bit more swagger in their step. 2-0 after 4 in favor of the visitors. Top of fifth coming up when we return with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
The Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
2-3-4 due up for the Swift Current Indians in the top of the 5th inning. Justin Esquera, Jose Rojas, and Taylor Steen. Esquera 1 for 2, Rojas 1 for 2, Steen with a sac fly RBI and a walk. Those are the 3 batsmen that will make their way to the plate for the Swift Current Indians. Top of the 5th inning. Been playing for about an hour 20 here.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Swift Current Indians, the third baseman, number 13, Justin Esquera.
So Esquera 1 for 2 on the night. .216 batting average coming into this game. First pitch from Guzan is a fastball up. Austin Guzan, his second inning of work as he was brought in the 4th. Starting pitcher Chris Horvath left this game with his team down 1-0. Esquera, shot to right field. Fredrickson will sachet underneath and make the catch. Esquera retired. Rojas to the plate, 1 for 2, striking out and singling. Both of those at bats against right-handed starter Chris Horvath. Now he's working against lefty reliever Austin Guzan. Guzan delivers to Rojas. Jose gets underneath that pitch and fouls it off. Nothing in 1 the count. 1 out, nobody on here. 2-0 Tribe on the strength of 6 hits. Pitch inside to Jose. Rojas thinking about that pitch inside, holding off. 2-1. Until Guzan wants to keep the pace of this quick here, not taking time between pitches. Jose, a monstrous moonshot in the right field corner. And the catch made in right. Are you kidding me? Rojas with a towering shot in the deep, dark corner here. We apologize for not being able to get that, but a jumping catch at the wall by Fredrickson, just out of reach.
Taylor Steen.
And if the Okotoks Dawgs were looking for something to give the momentum and to fire up the crowd and maybe their dugout, Fredrickson may have just provided that. A jumping catch at the wall. It's probably about a foot or 2 below the yellow home run line here. But a great catch nonetheless. Would have been extra bases had he not showcased that athleticism in the corner. Fredrickson will want to watch that after the game. We apologize just for being unable to get that, just given our sight lines here of our broadcast location. Sorry about that, man. Good catch, though. 3-0 count to Taylor Steen. Steen's going to make Guzan throw him a strike here. And the crowd is buzzing after that grab as Taylor Steen has walked in 4 pitches. Second walk of the game for Steener. Drew Brooks to the plate. Brooks struck out twice to Chris Horvath. Let's see how he does against Austin Guzan.
Second baseman, number 4, Drew Brooks.
And we're going to see a nice slow walk here from Okotoks Dawgs pitching coach. Dawgs are warming up a righty in their bullpen right now. Brandon Zywicki from Missouri Baptist University. native of Rochester, Minnesota. That's who's warming up right now.
That's my daughter right in front of you.
And the baseball will be taken from Guzon, and the aforementioned Zywicki is going to come into this ball game.
Has she been lipping y'all?
Zywicki,
Let her have it.
16th appearance of the year. 32 innings of work. He's allowed 26 hits, 14 earned runs.
What's killing
He's
you?
walked 19 and struck out 19. 1-1 on the year with 1 save and an ERA of 3.93.
Attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for your Okotoks Dawgs from Missouri Baptist University, number 7, Brandon Zawicki.
So Brandon Zawicki comes in. Guzon, 1.2 innings of work, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. Struck out 1 and walked 2. Faced 8 batters. So Zawicki in for the Dawgs. Zawicki will have Drew Brooks to deal with first, with 2 out and a runner on at first. Right-handed pitcher with a sidearm delivery. Well, as we scoreboard watch, while Zawicki warms up, Regina Red Sox and Lethbridge Bulls tied at 6th in the bottom of the 5th in Lethbridge. No one wants to play defense in that game. Weyburn Beavers have thundered back to take a 5-4 lead on the Edmonton Prospects. That's good news for the Swift Current Indians, as Edmonton occupies one of those wild card spots. Prospects with 18 wins on the year. Tribe with 12. Tribe have 10 games left, including this one here. And the Medicine Hat Mavericks have taken a 3-2 lead on the Melville Millionaires. That's in Melville. Top of the 2nd, though, in that 7-inning ball game.
I'm good, thanks. Got a safe room. I'm having to do the double when I'm done work.
So good news for the Tribe with Melville trailing Medicine Hat. Melville already with a win today. They're 15th of the year. Drew Brooks, 1-1. Taylor Steen leading off at first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Zawicki induces a ground ball to Brooks, and that is grabbed by the Dawgs' first baseman, Brendan Hendricks, who steps on the base. Brooks grounds out to first. Taylor Steen is left stranded. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's a 2-0 Swift Current Indians lead. We'll be back shortly with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Home Inn & Suites Swift Current is proud to be the official host hotel for the Swift Current Indians Ball Club. Home Inn & Suites Swift Current offers great amenities such as modern rooms, a continental breakfast, fitness center, water slide, and meeting rooms, all at a great low price. Home Inn & Suites is part of the growing home hotel brand. Make your reservation today by calling 306-778-7788 or by reserving online at homeinsc.ca.
Many of us take our ability to communicate for granted, yet the ability to hear and be heard is much more vital to our everyday lives than we realize. If you or someone you know is struggling, please call The Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment with our clinical audiologist, Karen Woods. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
8-9-1 due up for the Dawgs. Rose, Kelly, Fredrickson. A 2-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. Bottom of the 5th. The Tribe have blanked the Dawgs through 4. Nelson Quark has been hitting his spots. Quark has walked 2 and struck out 1. His team's been solid behind him. Some good mistake-free baseball made by the Swift Current Indians, allowing them to have this 2-0 lead. As Quark, that pitch dropped into the strike zone, was released at about eye height and dropped down. So 0-2 the count to Rose. Rose grounded out to Jose Rojas, his last trip to the plate. Quark deuces a foul ball. Oh-2 pitch, another one forthcoming. Quark doesn't miss by much. Brendan Rose, 303 average, 0 for 1 thus far. Ground ball, foul towards the Dawgs bullpen area. Rose 11 RBI on the year, no home runs, nobody on for him. 1-2 pitch is up, 2-2. High fly ball. And underneath that is Nate Ackerman in right field making the catch. Rose flies out to right field. Number 9 hitter Ellis Kelly to the plate. Kelly, a .220 hitter, grounded out to third base his last time up. It was an easy ground ball. Or it wasn't an easy ground ball for Justin Escarra to handle the last time Kelly was up, but Escarra did a good job negotiating it on the funny hop and getting the throw to first. Top of the order on deck for the Okotoks Dawgs. Crowd here in the Alberta foothills is buzzing, hoping for some offense out of their team. But the Swift Current Indians have kept the Dawgs off balance here as a base hit by Ellis Kelly into left field. Darren Coate grabs that. Kelly on with a 1-out single, and it's the top of the order for the Dawgs. The Dawgs have tried to get scrappy at times tonight, but the Swift Current Indians defense has had an answer for everything thus far. And you have to wonder for the Swift Current Indians, with 10 games left this year, have they found their stride? And is it too little too late for them to find their stride? 10 games left. 3 games out. Pitch blocked by Steen. He keeps it close enough to his person to hold the runner at first. Fouled off by Fredrickson. If crowd enthusiasm counted for runs, the Dawgs would be winning 12-2, but it doesn't. And it's the Swift Current Indians with a 2-0 lead. Keeping the Okotoks Dawgs lineup and 2,000 plus at bay here. One pitch, Nelson Quark. Ground ball, potential double play, the 6, the 4, and the 3. The Tribe turn 2 against Fredrickson in the top of the order. Everything is coming up Tribe. 5 innings in the books. It's a 2-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. They're playing with gusto and verve. And they'll try and continue that trend when we return with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
It's summer cruising time, and Living Sky Casino would like to help fill your tank by giving away $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday in July. Swipe your Players Club card daily throughout July for chances to win $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday at 8 p.m. You must be present to win, so take a trip to Living Sky Casino to fill your tank. Live it up. Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Live it up. The old saying goes,
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
well, in this digital age, it's not what you know or who you know, but who knows you. If you're in business and want to be noticed, get in touch with Snowstreaker Media.
Websites, social media, video production, creative writing.
Trust Snowstreaker to tell your stories in ways that will get everyone's attention. If you're looking for an edge on the competition, make Snowstreaker your secret weapon. Visit snowstreaker.com to learn more.
Leading off the top of the sixth inning for the Swift Current Indians, the right fielder, number 15, Nate Ackerman.
Swift Current Indians in the ballpark of one of the top teams in the league. And thus far, it's been a night dominated by the Tribe. They'd like some more on the scoreboard as Nate Ackerman slices one to right field. Fredrickson lays it on the line to make a diving catch. Doesn't get the ball. Ackerman stands up at second. A double for Big Nate. As Daniel Fredrickson went horizontal to try and catch that ball, and it was just out of his reach. Ackerman on with two. And now Kevin Charnecki to the plate. Okotoks Dawgs not doing their homework on Nate Ackerman. He hits from the right side of the plate, but you see him oftentimes go opposite field, and they were really cheating towards left on him. And that allowed the ball plenty of time to land in the grass, away from Fredrickson in right field. So Kevin Charnecki at the plate, Ackerman on at second, Brandon Zawicki in now in the top of the sixth inning with his team down 2-0. Charnecki gets a small piece of that ball, 0-2 the count. Kevin's 1 for 2 this game, singling and striking out. 248 on the season, his batting average. Kevin Betancourt on back. Opposite field shot by Charnecki. That's hit to shallow left field. Ackerman will hold at third. Charnecki on at first. Back-to-back hits by the Tribe. Have runners on the corners and nobody out. Number 8 hitter in the lineup and Kevin Betancourt up. Betancourt 1 for 2. Tribe with a 2-0 lead.
Number 22, Kevin Betancourt.
Threatening for more. Joe Carnahan sends in signals. Zawicki induces a foul ball from Betancourt. 0-1. Dogs have a righty warming up in their bullpen. Ground ball, hit up the middle. A 6-3 double play. Charnecki charging in hard to the shortstop, Ellis Kelly, and Kelly will have to walk that off, and a run comes in to score for the Tribe. 3-0 they lead it now. Double play turned by the Dogs, but the Tribe do get one across the plate. So Kevin Betancourt grounds him to a double play, but gets an RBI in the process. And the Swift Current Indians had Kevin Charnecki barreling hard towards second base, sliding in hard to break up that double play. And Ellis Kelly reeling a little bit at shortstop as he's wincing in pain. So the Swift Current Indians score a run, and perhaps with that hard slide at second by Charnecki, put a dent in the Okotoks Dogs. See Kelly trying to walk that off as Enns is in front of that offering from Zawicki. 0-2 the count. Bases cleared, and now a 3-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians.
We're in the top of the 6th. Enns is going to strike out. Tribe don't strand any, but they do score another one. The Tribe with runs in the 1st, 4th, and now 6th, and they have a 3-0 lead on the Okotoks Dawgs. Bottom of the 6th coming up when we return with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
The Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians. Home Inn & Suites Swift Current is proud to be the official host hotel for the Swift Current Indians Ball Club. Home Inn & Suites Swift Current offers great amenities such as modern rooms, a continental breakfast, fitness center, water slide, and meeting rooms, all at a great low price. Suites is part of the growing home hotel brand. Make your reservation today by calling 306-778-7788 or by reserving online at homeinsc.ca.
The Okotoks Dawgs have not had an answer for Nelson Quark and the Swift Current Indians as of yet. Bottom of the 6th inning, Quark and the Tribe humming. Nelson 5 innings of work, allowing 3 hits, no runs. He's walked 2 and struck out 1, but he's inducing outs like this, a pop-up to Drew Brooks that the San Antonio, Texas native will catch with his counterparts surrounding him. Gudak flying out to second base. Brian Sisler's grounded out and been hit by a pitch. Teams ahead of the Swift Current Indians in the standings. So we're counting on the Okotoks Dawgs for a couple W's here at Seaman Stadium tonight and tomorrow. But right now it's the Tribe with a 3-0 lead. Still plenty left to go here, and the Okotoks Dawgs, an offensively explosive team. They can put up a crooked number and then some at any given inning. A 3-0 lead for the Tribe right now. Sun setting in the western sky over the Rocky Mountains. Nelson Quark, 2-0. There's a well-hit ball by Gudak, hit to left field. Darren Koch, though, with his heels on the warning track, makes the catch. Pardon me, that's Brian Sisler, who flies out to left field. Looked scary off the bat head, but Darren Koch zeroed in on that ball and made the grab. Brendan Henricks, 0 for 2 thus far. That pitch at the feet of Hendricks. Hendricks on the year, a .344 hitter. Hendricks spanks one foul. Drilled towards the Dawgs bullpen. Bullpen catcher for the Dawgs, making a nice catch on that ball that was drilled his way. Quark gets a strikeout of the deal, 1-2 ahead of Hendricks. Quark doesn't quite paint that outside corner with the 1-2. Hendricks Okotoks, 2 home runs, 25 RBI on the year. Cork's going to get his number this time. Strike 3, recovered by Steen. Throw to first, and they get him. And the Okotoks Dawgs held at bay again. 6 innings in the books.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base.
It's a cautiously optimistic edition of Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Many of us take our ability to communicate for granted, yet the ability to hear and be heard is much more vital to our everyday lives than we realize. If you or someone you know is struggling, please call The Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment with our clinical audiologist, Karen Woods. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
It's summer cruising time, and Living Sky Casino would like to help fill your tank by giving away $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday in July. Swipe your Players Club card daily throughout July for chances to win $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday at 8 p.m. You must be present to win, so take a trip to Living Sky Casino to fill your tank. Live it up.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Live it up.
Top of the 7th on Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Swift Current Indians, the right fielder, number 18, Darren Kolk.
Darren Kolk 1 for 3 with a double this game. Brandon Zawicki, first time he's faced Kolk. Ground ball. Awkward hopper, fielded by the Dawgs' second baseman. And Brian Sisler gets Kolk at first on the 4-3. That'll bring Justin Esquera to the plate, who's 1 for 3 with a single. 3-0, the Swift Current Indians lead it. Top of the 7th, Tribe looking for some insurance against an Okotoks Dawgs team that is certainly capable of scoring in bunches. However, Nelson Cork and the Swift Current Indians defense got the job done tonight thus far through 6. Now on the top of the 7th, 1 down, Justin Esquera at the plate. Jose Rojas on deck. Rojas came within a foot of hitting his 6th home run of the year. Ground ball, Ellis Kelly. And he's going to miss the first baseman. Esquera will reach on error. A 1-hopper. That Brendan Hendricks tried to scoop out of the dirt. Nothing doing. And the Tribe have 1 on and no outs, or 1 out, pardon me. Jose Rojas at the plate. Jose Rojas, one of the hottest hitters in the league as of late. 2 home runs in game number 2 of the doubleheader against Melville this past Sunday. Came within inches of 1 today. Rojas 1 for 3. With a single in that aforementioned very loud out. And shot by Rojas, so high in the air. Just a moonshot that didn't quite get out. This time, though, Jose will spank one up the middle, and he continues his consistency at the plate with a 1-out single to advance Justin Esquera. And now Taylor Steen to the plate. Steen's done something productive every time he's been out. Sac fly RBI and a pair of walks for his game.
Catcher, number 25, Taylor Steen.
Drew Brooks is on deck. So Steen, a disciplined hitter. Rival to the Indians this year, but spending his 3rd summer with the Tribe. Just getting better and better as his baseball career progresses. Steen, opposite field, fly ball, hit to shallow left. And making the catch is Brendan Rose, battling the sun.
2 out now for Drew Brooks. Brooks 0 for 3 this game.
Second baseman, number 4, Drew Brooks.
Player, though, for the Swift Current Indians, who doesn't often go 0 for. And will often find a way to contribute offensively, and will this be the time this game that he does that? 0 for 3 thus far, 241 average on the year. He's going to slice that foul. No one will be able to get to it in time. A couple members of the Dawgs will sure show some hustle and chasing that ball down. Drew Brooks, 4 home run, 18 RBI. And Brooks sends another souvenir over to the berm. Which is good. The kids were fighting over the last one. So Brooks just sends another one that way. There's foul balls hit over there. Kids are on those like piranhas on pork chops. 1-2. Just a bit out. Brandon Zawicki. Another one's going to get away from Trowbridge. And runners will advance. Nate Ackerman on deck as well for the Swift Current Indians. This is an out that the Okotoks Dawgs want to get. A walk to Brooks loads the bases for the 6'3", 215-pound Nate Ackerman. Open bag at first. 3-2 pitch. Brooks fights that one off and fouls it. Back. Another 3-2 pitch to Drew Brooks coming up with runners on at second and third, and Drew Brooks will strike out to end the inning. Swift Current Indians lead 3-0. They strand a couple. To the bottom of the 7th we go, and the Tribe will try and hang on. We'll return shortly with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball. The old saying goes,
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
well, in this digital age, it's not what you know or who you know, but who knows you. If you're in business and want to be noticed, get in touch with Snowstreaker Media.
Websites, social media, video production, creative writing.
Trust Snowstreaker to tell your stories in ways that will get everyone's attention. If you're looking for an edge on the competition, make Snowstreaker your secret weapon. Visit snowstreaker.com to learn more.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
It's summer cruising time, and Living Sky Casino would like to help fill your tank by giving away $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday in July. Swipe your Players Club card daily throughout July for chances to win $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday at 8 p.m. You must be present to win, so take a trip to Living Sky Casino to fill your tank. Live it up.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky. Live it up.
Seventh inning stretch here in Okotoks. Little overwrought acting on Take Me Out to the Ball game tonight, but AJ McKeldery on in relief for the Swift Current Indians. But we already have a mound visit here between McKeldery and Coach Joe Carnahan. And something looks like it just doesn't feel right to AJ. He tried gripping Joe Carnahan's hand. And I don't think AJ is going to be able to go here.
That's tough. McKelderry's been a horse for the Swift Current Indians, but just you see him favoring that left elbow. And instead of A.J. McKelderry coming in, it's going to be Bryce Bush. My gosh, everything's gone so right for the Swift Current Indians this game. And A.J. McKelderry out before he can get started. We'll tell you about the game that Nelson Quark had, giving the Swift Current Indians 6 innings, allowing 3 hits, walking 2, and striking out 2. Facing 22 hitters. Quark was great. He was hitting his spots tonight. The defense behind him was great. Not a lot of loud outs. And Quark was going to give way to A.J. McKelderry, but McKelderry, while throwing his warm-up pitches, just felt something in that elbow, and he's not going to go here, which is a damn shame for the Swift Current Indians. McKelderry, 9 appearances this year, 21 2/3 innings of work. He's been so good for the Swift Current Indians in that relief spot. Taking nothing away from the right-hander that they're warming up right now, Bryce Bush. The Tribe really wanted to give the Okotoks Dawgs a different look, but they're going to substitute a righty for a righty. Bush coming in, this will be his 8th appearance, 6 1/3 innings of work. He's allowed 6 hits, 2 earned runs. He's struck out 5 and walked 3. Bush is 1-0 on the year with a 2.84 ERA. Bush arrived in early July in Swift Current.
Number 17, Bryce Bush.
Bush didn't play in the WNBL in 2014, and in 2013 was a member of the Saskatoon Yellow Jackets. The Okotoks Dawgs, and a sign of sportsmanship, sending their athletic therapist over to have a look at A.J. McKelderry. And good on them for doing that. We make jokes on our broadcast sometimes about the Okotoks Dawgs being the evil empire of the WNBL, their palatial stadium, their several thousand fans, and how money has no object here in Okotoks, but it's times like this you're glad to have them in the league when they have a qualified athletic therapist at every game who's able to go and have a look at guys. So good on the Dawgs for deploying one of their own to someone else's dugout to have a look at left-hander A.J. McKelderry. So Bryce Bush is going to be given a few extra moments to warm up here. Dawgs are starting to mix and match the lineup a little bit here, as they do have a pinch hitter warming up on deck. Looks like Dane Toftland is going to exit the game. Dawgs are going to pinch hit Kellen Marufo from the University of Utah. So Kellen Marufo comes in to pinch hit for the Dawgs. Marufo, this will be the 21st game he's appeared in. He's got a .255 average, 1 dinger, and 11 RBI. He hits from the left side of the plate against right-handed pitcher Bryce Bush. The Tribe wanting to go with A.J. McKelderry, but A.J. favoring that elbow as he left during his warm-up pitches, and Marufo enters the ball game with a solid spank to right field and a single for the Okotoks Dawgs. So now Logan Trowbridge to the plate. Trowbridge 1 for 2. Trowbridge will be looking to do some damage with that lumber. A pass ball by him allowed the Swift Current Indians to get their second run on the board, as that happened with a runner on at third. It's a 3-0 lead. Nelson Quark humming for the Swift Current Indians. Through 6, Bryce Bush coming on through 7 here. And the Swift Current Indians warming up a few relievers down there. We see Bobby St. Pierre, a righty, and Dave Stagg, a lefty, both getting up and at it. Bush, quick pickoff move to first. And almost got him. Bryce, a right-handed pitcher. He's got a great move to first, though. 0-1. That's fouled off the mask of Taylor Steen. Crowd oohs and ahs. 0-2 the count. Runner on at first. Bush taking his time with that runner at first. Snowballs, 2 strikes. Runner on at first. Bush delivers. Pitches up. Marufo 4 for 5, stealing bases this year. That's the runner at first. Adam Toohey is on deck. Pickoff move again by Bush, so quick. And Marufo will keep that pickoff move on his mind. One-two pitch from Bush on the way. And it's a called strike 3. Trowbridge can't believe it. He'll appeal. And head back to the dugout. I think Trowbridge just saying something along the lines of, I'm catching. I know that hasn't been a strike all day. What are you doing, man? So Trowbridge vocally heads back to the dugout after being caught looking. Bryce Bush, his first strikeout of the game. Adam Toohey, who's walked and grounded out at the plate. Quick pickoff move by Bush. That's going to get away from Charnicki. And galloping to second base is Marufo. When you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Bush with that lightning quick pickoff move that's always right on target. But that time too hot to handle for Kevin Charnicki at first. And now a brief infield meeting. Jose Rojas, you know, really the captain of that infield. He's involved in all of these discussions. So 1 out, runner in scoring position. 7th inning, 3-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. The Tribe have kept those potent bats of the Okotoks Dawgs at bay. But now Okotoks playing with a little bit more urgency. Tribe have 1 out here. Bryce Bush looks the runner at second. Deals to the plate. Strike is called. Matt Morrow pinch hitting for the Dawgs this at bat. He'll foul that one off the roof here at Seaman Stadium. So Morrow comes in where Adam Toohey was. Morrow, count 0-2 against him. Morrow a .269 hitter on the season thus far. 1 down, runner at second for him to work with. Chops it, hit right back at Bryce Bush. And they'll get the 1-3 out. Runner does advance to third. So 2 down, runner at third for the Dawgs. Brandon Rose now. Bryce Bush, a former closer for the Saskatoon Yellow Jackets when he played here in 2013. Bush had 7 saves in an 18-win season for Saskatoon. Tribe like to utilize Bobby St. Pierre in that closer role. I'll want to get this inning and 1 more out of Bush, everything being in a perfect world, and then St. Pierre will come into close if nothing changes. 1-0 count, runner on at third. Brendan Rose, 0 for 2 thus far. Ground ball, hit to Drew Brooks at second. That's in the glove and off to first, and that'll do it for the Okotoks Dawgs as Brendan Rose grounds out to the second baseman. Dawgs strand 1 and through 7. Still a 3-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. Top of the 8th coming up, 3-0 Tribe. Back shortly with more Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Goes.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Well, in this digital age, it's not what you know or who you know, but who knows you. If you're in business and want to be noticed, get in touch with Snowstreaker Media.
websites, social media, video production, creative writing.
Trust Snowstreaker to tell your stories in ways that will get everyone's attention. If you're looking for an edge on the competition, make Snowstreaker your secret weapon. Visit snowstreaker.com to learn more.
The Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Red Sox at 7:05 p.m. Phillips will be called to the bullpen. Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for your Okotoks Dawgs from Menlo College, number 39, Dan Grazzini.
All right, Dawgs fans, while he warms up, we are going to announce the winner of the Ricky Skaggs tickets August 7th at the Airport Inn Casino. If you're sitting in section 105...
New pitcher for the Okotoks Dawgs, Dan Grazzini, comes in for only his 4th appearance of the year. He's only had 3.2 innings of work this summer. He's allowed 4 hits, 1 earned run. He struck out 4 and hasn't walked anyone. ERA of 2.45 for Dan Grazzini. Right-hand pitcher wearing number 35 for the Dawgs. Zawicki gave Okotoks 2 1/3, allowed 4 hits, 1 earned run, striking out 2, didn't walk anyone. He faced 10 Swift Current Indians. So Nate Ackerman leads off for the Tribe. Nate hitting .322 on the year. 5 home runs, 19 RBI. This game for Nate, 2 for 3, striking out and having a single and a double. Top of the 8th inning and a 3-0 lead for your Swift Current Indians here on Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. Pitch at about belt level to Ackerman, and ball 2 is called. Pitch is high to Ackerman. 3-0. Dan Grazzini. 3-0 pitch. Inside. There's some zip on that fastball, but he can't locate it against Ackerman. And Nate walks to first. Kevin Charnicki now. 2 for 3 with a pair of singles.
First baseman, number 9, Kevin Charnicki.
Grazzini. There's the strike that he's looking for. 0-1 the count to Charnicki. Charnicki check swing, and now he's behind 0-2. As he got a piece of that ball on the check. So an 0-2 count. Charnicki fouls that off, and count remains 0-2. Kevin Betancourt is on deck. Game number 1 of 2 here in Okotoks, Swift Current Indians. And the Dawgs. They'll play again tomorrow night, 7:05. We'll have that webcast for you. Brought to you by Full Line Ag. First pitch at about 7:10. So 1-2. Check swing by Charnicki. And called strike 3 by the first base umpire. Kevin Charnecki appealing. How's the guy at first going to see whether I went around or not, says Charnecki, as the first base umpire calls him out. There's somebody you don't see every day.
The designated hitter, number 22, Kevin Betancourt.
Well, the Dawgs had a few calls they felt could have gone the other way, and now the Swift Current Indians with a good one to gripe about here. Nate Ackerman at first. Kevin Betancourt at the plate. Now there's one down. First strikeout of the game for Grazzini. In motion is Ackerman. Throw to second base is about a foot over top of the second baseman, as that ball sails out of control into the outfield. Stolen base for Nate Ackerman. Nate now 3 for 5 on the year, stealing bases. Grazzini is going to take a moment and adjust his gear. Count 0-1. Tribe with a 3-0 lead here, top of the 8th inning. Looking for some more insurance against an offensively capable Okotoks team as Betancourt skies one foul. And no one will be able to get to that ball. So 0-2, the count to Betancourt. Swift Current Indians, 3-0 lead on the strength of 10 hits. Okotoks Dawgs just 4 against Swift Current Indians pitching. Nelson Quark, how about his game for the Tribe? Pitch just misses to Kevin Betancourt. Now the fans in Okotoks are going to start getting restless here. Nelson Quark for the Tribe, 6 innings worth of action, allowing only 3 hits against these Okotoks Dawgs. Strike 3, Betancourt will go down swinging. So Dan Grazzini, who had a heck of a time locating against Nate Ackerman, settles down and has struck out his last 2 hitters, albeit in moderately controversial fashion. Tyler Enns to the plate now. He struck out twice and walked once. Tribe needed a great start on the mound today, and they got it. Nelson Quark delivered. It's up to the pen now. 3-0 Swift leads it, looking for more. Nate Ackerman at second base. Tyler Enns at the plate. 2 down. Top of the order on deck. A pitch that just missed painting the outside corner makes the count 1-1 now. One pitch from Grazzini. Right-handed pitcher, righty on righty here. 1-1. No doubt about that one. Strike 2 with 2 away. Nate Ackerman, the runner that you see just behind the pitcher Grazzini. No action in Swift's bullpen right now. Bryce Bush coming on in the 7th after A.J. McElderry looked to injure his elbow on his warm-up pitches. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike 3. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Swift Current Indians will try and hang on to a 3-0 lead. Bryce Bush takes to the mound, and we'll be back right after this with more Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians. Home Inn & Suites Swift Current is proud to be the official host hotel for the Swift Current Indians Ball Club. Home Inn & Suites Swift Current offers great amenities such as modern rooms, a continental breakfast, fitness center, water slide, and meeting rooms, all at a great low price. Home Inn & Suites is part of the growing home hotel brand. Make your reservation today by calling 306-778-7788 or by reserving online at homeinsc.ca.
Bryce Bush will go into the 8th inning on the mound for the Swift Current Indians. Native of Phoenix, Arizona. Plays his college ball in Georgia. He'll be a senior there this year. Ellis Kelly leads off for the Dawgs, who are going to go 9-1-2 here in the bottom of the 8th. They're down 3-0. The Dawgs have stranded a couple runners tonight, but the Swift Current Indians defense has come to play. And Nelson Cork giving the Swift Current Indians the start that they needed, taking on one of the top teams in the league. If the Swift Current Indians, and I'm getting way ahead of myself here, but if they're able to turn the corner and make a push for the postseason and hang on here, Tribe historians will remember the start tonight from Nelson Cork. And the Swift Current Indians will try and keep it intact for him as Kelly is buying what Bryce Bush is selling. As Bush gets him to chase low and away, a pitch way out of the zone. 1-1. Bush goes to his curveball and leaves it up. 2-1. No runners on. We'll see the Bryce Bush shuffle prior to the pitch here. Strike 2. Kelly will step out of the batter's box. Bush with a different cadence to his pitches from pitch to pitch sometimes. See a bit more of a delay in the windup there. He tries to paint that outside corner on a 2-2, and Kelly will go the distance with Bryce. Bottom of the 8th inning, Okotoks down 3-0. They've been out-hit 10-4. The Tribe have come in here and ran the show of the Okotoks Dawgs. Kelly's going to stay alive and foul that off Taylor Steen. And Steen will go have a talk with Bryce Bush and also use this opportunity to walk off a foul tip into his gear. Are the late season additions of Taylor Steen and Justin Escarra just what the Swift Current Indians needed? 3-2 pitch, check swing by Kelly. It's off the handle of the bat, and he'll stay alive. Three-two. Just a bit outside. Kelly draws a walk. Top of the order in Daniel Fredrickson. Bush is such a thinking man's pitcher. He won't blow you away with his stuff, but he'll make good pitches, and he just missed on a 3-2 pitch that Kelly didn't chase, and now Joe Carnahan's going to come out. And this may signal the arrival of Bobby St. Pierre, the Tribe closer. Joe meeting the entire infield here. Nobody out and one on. Joe discussing some strategy and what he anticipates the Dawgs may try. With nobody out and one on at first, Bush will stay in. Bobby St. Pierre heating up for the Tribe, the right-hander from Windsor, Ontario. The 6'3", 235-pound closer heats up. St. Pierre's got the tools. It's the much more cerebral Bryce Bush in there now for the Tribe. Runner on at first. Bush goes high fastball that Fredrickson swings at. Fredrickson 1 for 3 with a single. He flew out to center field, and he also grounded into a double play. Bush with a runner on at first will speed up that cadence. Kevin Charnecki playing off the bag. Pickoff move to first. That slap foul by Fredrickson. You can see the frustration on Fredrickson there as he wanted to get better wood on that. And now Bryce Bush ahead of him. 0-2. Three 0 Swift Current Indians lead. Tribe trying to keep it that way. 0-2. Fouled off by Fredrickson. Fredrickson top of the order for the Dawgs. 382 hitter on 1 for 3 tonight. Bush delivers. Fouled off again by Fredrickson. Throw it all at him. Strike zone's been all over the place in the second half of this ball game. If I'm Bryce, I'd throw one low and hope for a called strike 3. 0-2. Well, there's the pitch low, but he didn't get the called strike 3 out of it. Curveball dropped out of the zone. 1-2 the count. Fouled off again by Fredrickson. It's been a few days of rest for Bryce Bush. He usually comes in an inning at a time. He could do this all day. Maybe not all day, but he could do it for a while. 1-2. And again, just missing low. 2-2 the count. Ellis Kelly at first, staying put. Alex Gudak on deck. Two pitch. Fouled off again. Two pitch. Bryce Bush, slow and deliberate. And another ball fouled off. Fredrickson and Bryce Bush continue their marathon. Two pitch. And now 3-2. Bush wanted that pitch. Thought it had the inside part of the plate. And now Fredrickson 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on at first. 3-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians. Bryce Bush. Curveball stayed out.
Back-to-back walks. Cue Bobby St. Pierre. Joe Carnahan takes a slow walk out to the mound. Second mound visit of the inning. That'll do it for Bush, who's put 2 on. And now the Tribe are going to bring Big Bobby in. Bob St. Pierre coming in from left field. This will be the 7th appearance for BSP. 6 innings of work. He's allowed 7 hits, 6 earned runs. He's struck out 6 and walked 2. 0-2 on the season with an ERA of 9. 1 save as well for St. Pierre. The Tribe got an inning out of Bush. He allowed 1 hit, walked 2, and struck out 1, facing 6 Okotoks hitters. So the ominous door slammer from Windsor, Ontario, Bob St. Pierre comes in, and with that first fastball warm-up pitch, a few oohs and ahs already from the Okotoks Dawgs crowd.
For the Swift Current Indians, number 34, Bobby St. Pierre.
St. Pierre, just a scary-looking dude for the Swift Current Indians as well. I want him on my bullpen. I also want him on my side in a dark alley, too. Big right-hander from Windsor, Ontario. He's coming in with nobody out and 2 on. Tying run represented by Alex Gudak, who's going to be at the plate for the Dawgs. Gudak on the year, 9 RBI, average of 273. It's Brian Sisler after Gudak. He's got some scary numbers in situations like this. 3 home runs, 27 RBI. So St. Pierre ready to work for the Swift Current Indians. Alex Gudak heads to the plate. We'll get some quick words of wisdom from Dave Robb, third base coach for the Okotoks Dawgs. Runners on at first and second. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th. 3-0 lead for the Swift Current Indians, and they want to keep it that way. Okotoks Dawgs with options with none out. And Gudak try and get a bunt down here. Looks like he's going to swing away. St. Pierre finds the strike zone. 0-1 the count. Oh, 1. Slider from St. Pierre that stayed inside. One and 1. St. Pierre outside, 2 and 1. Two 2-1 pitch. St. Pierre paints the outside corner with that offering, and now 2-2 the count. So 2-2. Nobody out. Gudak steps out of the box. Two-two pitch. Ground ball by Gudak. Rojas will get the force at third. Good heads-up play to get the 6-5 rather. So Gudak will reach on a fielder's choice, 1 out. Situation remains, runners on at first and second, and now Brian Sisler to the plate. Sisler's grounded out to short, been hit by a pitch, and flown out to left field. .372 hitter, 3 dingers, 27 RBI, and 0 for 3 thus far this game. Okotoks Dawgs need big contributions from the guys in their lineup. Guys like Sizzler. Slider from St. Pierre finds the strike zone. 0-1 the count. Brendan Hendricks on deck. He hits .352. This is where the Okotoks Dawgs want to be. Heart of their order, runners on, big bats at the plate. Late in the game, St. Pierre going right after Sizzler. Fastball across the plate, and 0-2 the count. Sizzler calls time. St. Pierre, a slider and then a fastball for this 0-2. High Chad, 1-2. The 1-2. Called strike 3, and Sizzler knew it. St. Pierre right down the pipe. Bottom of the 8th inning. Okotoks Dawgs get 2 runners on early, and Bobby St. Pierre's come in and has got 2 outs. Kept the scenario the same, and there's a ground ball. Could be trouble. Tribe's going to have to hurry for it, and they're going to go home. And caught in no man's land. Nope, he's going to scurry back and make it safe, and the Dawgs load the bases. Kellen Marufo. A low-velocity ground ball by Brendan Hendricks has loaded the bases, and now Kellen Marufo at the plate. Tying run represented by the runner at first. Marufo represents the go-ahead run. Daniel Fredrickson almost caught between second and third, but there was nobody covering third. And to the Okotoks Dawgs, who have wrote some legends in front of this crowd at Seaman Stadium. Do they have another cinematic type story in their bats here? 2 down, bottom of the 8th, trailing the Tribe 3-0. But the bases loaded.
Brendan Hendricks, number 32, Brendan Stennis.
Brendan Stennis into pinch run at first for the Okotoks Dawgs, as Brendan Hendricks leaves in favor of some mobility on the base pads. Bases loaded. Kellen Marufo. Marufo 1 for 1 with a single. Came on to pinch hit for Dane Toftland earlier in this game. St. Pierre goes right after him with a strike. Throws him that fastball. The 0-1. Shot by Marufo. 1 will score. They're going to try and bring home 2, and they will. An RBI single that scores 2 by Kellen Marufo, and it's a 3-2 lead now for the Swift Current Indians. Logan Trowbridge at the plate. Brandon Stannis representing the tying run at second base. 3-2 for the Dawgs, and they've got their crowd back into this one. Ground ball. Drew Brooks has it at first, or has it at second, makes the throw to first, and that'll do it for the Okotoks Dawgs. But they get 2 on the board in their half of the 8th. Top of the 9th coming up, and the Tribe lead is down to 1. As the Dawgs strand a couple, but they score a couple. 3-2, top of 9 coming up. It's going to be a close finish here on Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball.
Many of us take our ability to communicate for granted, yet the ability to hear and be heard is much more vital to our everyday lives than we realize. If you or someone you know is struggling, please call The Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment with our clinical audiologist, Karen Woods. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
It's summer cruising time, and Living Sky Casino would like to help fill your tank by giving away $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday in July. Swipe your Players Club card daily throughout July for chances to win $1,000 in fuel every Wednesday at 8 p.m. You must be present to win, so take a trip to Living Sky Casino to fill your tank. Live it up.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Bruce Yari in to play first base for the Okotoks Dawgs. After Brendan Hendricks was pinch ran for. 3-2, the Swift Current Indians lead here. And now looking for more. It's the top of the order due up for the Swift Current Indians, but the Okotoks Dawgs bringing in Holden Lyons to pitch. 15 appearances on the year, all of them in relief. He's worked 33 and 2/3 innings. He's allowed 27 hits, 10 earned runs. He struck out 30 and has walked 11. One save on the year, ERA of 2.67. His job is simple, keep these potent Swift Current Indians bats at the top of the order off the score sheet. Koch, who's 1 for 4 at the plate, 3-0, or 3-2 the Tribe lead it rather. They had a 3-0 lead going into the bottom of the 8th, but the Okotoks Dawgs were able to put 2 on the board.
Leading off the top of the 9th inning for the Swift Current Indians, the right fielder, number 18, Darren Kolk.
One of those runs will be Bryce Bush's, the other one Bobby St. Pierre's. Darren Koch sees a first pitch strike from Holden Lyons. Inside, it's a fastball with some gas on it. Native of Edmond, Oklahoma, right-handed pitcher, Oklahoma City University. Lyons in to pitch. 1-1 pitch, Lions, ground ball by Koch. That'll be a 4-3. Having no problem with that was Brian Sisler at second. And Koch for the second time tonight grounds out to the second baseman. Justin Esquera, 1 for 4. He's singled. He's also reached on error. Scoreboard watching, bottom of the 6th inning in a 7-inning game. The Melville Millionaires with a 6-5 lead on the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Tribe is cheering for Med Hat in that game as Melville is one of the teams that Swift is trying to catch. Weyburn Beavers and the Edmonton Prospects are tied at 5 in the bottom of the 9th as Justin Esquera hit to shallow right field, diving. And in the mid, Daniel Fredrickson. We missed his highlight reel catch earlier. It was in a camera blind spot for us, but there's one for you, for your highlight reel. So Esquera flies out to right field. Jose 2 for 4 this game. Well hit ball by Rojas this time around, and Jose will go 3 for 5 with his 3rd single of the ball game. Rojas just been a beast at the plate lately for the Swift Current Indians. And now Taylor Steen to the plate as the Tribe try to add to their 1-run lead going into the bottom of the 9th. 3-2 the score.
Catcher, number 25, Taylor Steen.
Big swing and a miss by Steen as Holden Lyons blows one past him. Regina Red Sox with an 8-7 lead on the Lethbridge Bulls in the bottom of the ninth in Lethbridge. Offensive slugfest. Good news for the Okotoks Dawgs, who are trying to catch the Lethbridge Bulls for first place. Bad news for the Swift Current Indians, as Regina is one of the teams that they're trying to catch, as Taylor Steen singles the other way and puts 2 on for the Swift Current Indians. Drew Brooks at the plate. Brooks 0 for 4. He struck out 3 times this game. Will this be the at-bat where Brooks contributes? Jose Rojas at second, Taylor Steen at first. Drew Brooks slices that foul. Nothing in 1 the count with 2 away. Tribe with a 3-2 lead. We're in the top of the ninth. Pitch out. Blocked by Trowbridge. Brooks, .239 batting average on the year. 2 on for him. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike 2. Tribe will have to deal with 7, 8, 9 in the Dawgs batting order in the bottom of the ninth. 1 and 2. And leaving things out at 2 and 2 as Brooks doesn't chase that changeup high. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike 3. And 1 will have to be enough for the Swift Current Indians heading into the bottom of the ninth. 3-2 the Tribe lead. They've out-hit the Okotoks Dawgs 12-6. The lead is 1 heading into the bottom of the ninth. We're back shortly with Full Line Ag Swift Current Indians baseball. Old saying goes,
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
well, in this digital age, it's not what you know or who you know, but who knows you. If you're in business and want to be noticed, get in touch with Snowstreaker Media.
Websites, social media, video production, creative writing.
Trust Snowstreaker to tell your stories in ways that will get everyone's attention. If you're looking for an edge on the competition, make Snowstreaker your secret weapon. Visit snowstreaker.com to learn more.
The Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, The Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call The Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Medicinet Mavericks not doing the Swift Current Indians any favors in Melville. Earlier today, the Melville Millionaires had a 3-2 win over the Medicinet Mavericks. Game number 1 of a doubleheader. Game number 2, it's in the bottom of the 6th, and keep in mind they're only going 7 innings, and it's an 8-5 lead for the Melville Millionaires. So the Swift Current Indians, bottom of the 9th inning here. A win would give them 13 on the year. Melville Millionaires, if they can hang on and beat Medicine Hat, that'll be 16 wins for them in this playoff race. Matt Morrow up for the Okotoks Dawgs against Bob St. Pierre. First pitch from St. Pierre, up and out, 1-0. One is going to have to be enough for the Swift Current Indians here in the bottom of the ninth. 3-2 they lead. Momentum on the side of the Dawgs. Pitch up and away. The always vocal Okotoks dugout. All hands on deck there, willing their team on. Morrow, Rose, Kelly. Fouled off by Morrow. 2-1 the count. Morrow, 269 hitter. Morrow 0 for 1 this game. He'll foul that behind him. 2-2. Bob St. Pierre. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off again by Morrow. Brendan Rose, who's 0 for 3 on deck. Tribe got a great start from Nelson Quark. They want to hang out and get this win for him. Morrow. 2-2 pitch. St. Pierre. Called strike 3. St. Pierre goes to the slider and whammo. One down. Brendan Rose, a .297 hitter who's 0 for 3 today up. Number 8 hitter in the Dawgs lineup. Ellis Kelly on deck. First pitch gets away from Steen, no runners on. Can the Swift Current Indians hang on and win their 3rd in a row? Rose, opposite field shot. 1-1 the count versus St. Pierre. Tribe dealt a blow earlier in this game when A.J. McKeldery came on in relief and looked to have some elbow issues. So his game was over before it got started. Hopefully everything's okay with AJ. 1-1 pitch, fouled off again, 1-2.
Everybody clap your hands.
So 1-2 with 1 out and a 1-run lead for the Tribe here in the bottom of the ninth. And that'll be a called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for BSP. And the Tribe 1 out away from getting a win in probably the toughest ballpark to win in the WNBL, Seaman Stadium in Okotoks. Ellis Kelly represents the last chance for the Okotoks Dawgs. Bobby St. Pierre, good stuff tonight from him. He struck out 3. Ground ball by Kelly, hit to Esquera. He'll throw to first. Zarnecki touches the bag, and that'll do it. The Swift Current Indians hang on to beat the Okotoks Dawgs. The Dawgs make it close, getting 2 in the bottom of the 8th, but the Swift Current Indians hang on in the bottom of the 9th. It's not easy to win in this ballpark. Fans like you make it tough, but the Tribe take a the Tribe take a 3-2 and see you tomorrow, say the locals, and we'll do that. But that's big. The Swift Current Indians in the playoff hunt. And they'll certainly be looking for a win tomorrow, but a split in Okotoks is the worst case scenario, and that's not terrible. But the Tribe will look for 2 tomorrow night. 7:05, we'll be on with Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. 3-2, the Tribe win it. Nelson Quark gets the win on the mound for the Tribe. 6 innings of work. Our player of the game is going to be Jose Rojas, 3 for 5 this game with a trifecta of singles. 3-2, the Tribe win it. That does it for another edition of Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Okotoks. Good night from Seaman Stadium.